Dear Iris, you don't know me, but that doesn't matter. I am here for a talk about Ying. Recently, I found on Paladins a bug. I already knew of the existence of certain bug, but it made me realize something. With either Ying or Eevee, if you do the blink or the illusions at the right timing just before, well, after the round actually ended but you're still in the actual map, just before you got teleported back to spawn, if you do it then, you teleport into the map instead of teleporting back to your own spawn. Well, this may seem just like a simple bug, which isn't that bad, but for Ying it can actually break the basic laws of the game. On the other hand, you should think, yeah, Eevee is a flank, she could do more with it. No, she can't actually use it too well. The only thing she could do is go to the enemy spawn, stand next to the shield and activate her ult. So she would get some free damage on the enemies in their spawn by wasting her ult. Now, Eevee doesn't work for that really. Ying instead, she can go to the enemy spawn, summon 3 illusions, and make them shatter themselves. By just popping the illusions next to the shield, there will be some of them stupid enough to walk next to the shield as well, then you shatter the illusions which explode and deal damage through the shield, because the shield only blocks projectiles but it transfers the damage in a certain way, so bullets actually won't work. So a victor cannot use this, but the explosion damage goes through the shield, just like the Molotov of Tyra ruled and the acid of Moldamba. I mean, I experienced it myself and did it myself already with those two. Now, Ying can do this in between rounds, in even siege modes. With our illusions, when they explode, they deal about 2500 damage. Given the enemy is stupid enough and walks multiple times against the shield while Ying is still out, she can do this like 4 times. Maybe even more, but we'll say 4 times, because after 4 times they will realize maybe I should not go stand next to the shield. Which gives Ying about a free 10,000 damage. Okay, you would say damage is nice, but it doesn't actually help her. Well, it would. Because Paladins has a system which rewards you for doing certain things. If as a support as you heal, you are rewarded with credits for the healing. It will go the same for like other roles, but it will give less. Because a damage gets more credits for his damage output than other classes will go for their damage output. But they still get it. So that means that extra 10,000 damage Ying outputs will be awarded with credits. With credits, Ying will be able to buy something. So, if you're losing already, this won't help. If you're winning too hard already, this won't help either. Because you only get 1 cutscene, and the chance you can actually pull it off in that 1 cutscene is really low. Also, it won't really help you then, because you're either winning or losing too hard. But, if the 2 teams are going equal to each other, it's really close, then this will supply Ying with a snowball effect, because she can cheat actually and get extra damage, which means extra credits, which means extra items. So she will become stronger, and she will be able to snowball then. Also, those 2500 damage output, which is instantly with the Ying illusions. I mean, it's 2500 damage, I have it in my build. I think you can even boost it to more if you want to. They can instantly kill a squishy character. Like Pip, for example. I think even Sky. Casey, maybe. Yeah. So, she can get free kills with it even. And this is where the problem comes from. So, what first started as me reporting a silly innocent bug with a window of opportunity is, as my research is going along, getting scarier and scarier. With the stats I find, Ying transforms from an innocent playful elf into a real Titanslayer. But before you challenge me with your ancient rage, let me explain properly. Even with this bug and the stats provided, it's very unlikely that anyone will be able to pull off what I'm about to tell you. Only those which are very skillful, lucky, and with a fast reacting time will maybe be able to do it, and certainly not every game. So, what is this sheeping about? Well, with the stats I just looked up, when I started to dig deeper, I discovered that I was wrong with the 2500 damage at once. The guide with the build states 4250 AoE burst damage within 7 seconds with 4 seconds of setup time, up to potentially 5500 damage within 9 seconds depending on your timing accuracy. Which translates into, with an AoE burst, Ying can potentially one-shot anything. The highest default health value is that of Fernando, with a pool of life shoes containing 5500 of those points, which is the exact number Ying can output. So, that skillful player we talked about could, with some luck, get in the map between rounds, and one-shot the whole enemy team if they are unlucky enough to stand too close to their spawn shields. This will not only boost Ying with at least 150 credits, awarded for killing the enemy team, their skill streaks will also be compensated to Ying, and she will get 20 credits for each 6000 damage she did. She will not be able to one-shot the whole enemy team twice in a game, but she could still use the same devilish trick to output some more damage, which results in more credits. And she could also buy chronos with those credits to simplify the process for her, because the cooldown reduces. Or we can take this bug the complete opposite way, and if you're good at that 0.5 second gap to spawn your illusion, you could do it twice. Once to get in the map when the round ends, like I did before in the little clip, and then you put one right down before you're forced to be back into your spawn, which happens at 3 seconds before the capture point spawns. You link yourself back on the point on exactly 0 seconds, so when the enemy's spawn shield drop, you could already be capping. So I really wanted to get the numbers to find out if this is possible, because people on Reddit made me realize something. In the spawn rooms there is a massive supply of light shoes to be found. So as in for now, I asked on Reddit, looked on the wiki, digged into the game and tweeted the Paladins itself, but yet no response so far. So I simply cannot tell you if it's still possible or not. But on the other hand, not all champs have like more than 5000 health, so I will still assume that under the right conditions, Titanslayer Ying can still be a thing. But once again, like I stated before, it has a low probability. So sorry I couldn't bring the numbers. I will maybe contact some esports Paladin people and ask them to help me with testing this. So maybe there will be a part 2 to the Titanslayer story. If you guys found this video interesting and want to try it out, feel free to do so. But when you succeed, head back to here and start shouting, "It's working!" So as for now, that's what I end this video with. Please check out the credits, guys, because I use some awesome people that work. So check out their links and show them some love. On the other hand, this video was in all ways totally different for what I did so far, and consumed quite a lot of time. So if you enjoyed it, headshot that like button, put some defiance onto the share button, and maybe consider subscribing. I hope you guys like this new style, and I look forward to see your guys' opinion and feedback. But this was llorrdnnight, and I see you guys next time. Take care.